Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Today Show Detroit. My name is Zach Damon. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a great guest for you today on this episode. We have Leslynn Angel, the president and CEO of MI-UCP, or Michigan United Cerebral Palsy. So excited, so please stick around. We'll be right back.
Are you currently on the Ontario Disability Support Program? If you're interested in social media marketing, TV production, podcasting, and or getting off assistance, contact Jay Stoyan at 647-339-6847 or jay@thedisabilitychannel.ca. The Disability Channel, showcasing abilities.
Hi, everyone. I am Master Sergeant Retired Anna Maria Blithen, and privileged to be the host of Veterans Onward to Prosperity. Each episode brings you more information, sources, and resources by which you can manage your life, live a life, and thrive in your life. So stay tuned to all of our episodes and be the best you can be.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Today Show Detroit. I am Zach Damon. Thank you so much for joining me. We have the one and only Leslynn Angel, the president and CEO of MI-UCP, or Michigan United Cerebral Palsy. Leslynn, thank you so much for being on the show today. How are you?
I'm doing great, Zach. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here and to share about MI-UCP.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a tremendous organization. And then, of course, I mean, you've done so much, not only just for the organization, but then for the city and for Michigan and Detroit. So it is a true pleasure. Now, because you've done so much, is it okay? Do you mind if we just jump right in?
Sure, no problem.
All right. So, Leslynn, of course, you've been employed with MI-UCP since 1991 and have held the position of president and CEO since 2005. And of course, your involvement with MI-UCP has stretched to the national level as part of the United Cerebral Palsy Association employment team. And of course, you provided technical support to the Department of Labor and funded the One Step to Success project. And of course, prior to your current position, you were vice president of programs, where you were responsible for overseeing all programs at MI-UCP. So you are also the coordinator of the Social Security funded Benefits Planning Assistance and Outreach Project, of course, also the Rehabilitation Renaissance Project, and coordinator for the UCPA Choice Access Project in Detroit. So a lot there, but I'm curious, Leslynn, what led you to MI-UCP back in 1991?
Well, disability has really been a natural part of my life. My mom worked for Oakland County Community Mental Health when I was a kid. I have a cousin that has CP and some other significant disabilities. And so disability was just a natural part of my life. I volunteered at a camp during the summer, working with folks with disabilities. And so when I grew up, I wanted to become a social worker. Had no idea that I would work in the field, but ended up doing an internship at UCP Detroit, and eventually was hired to stay on staff, and the rest is history. I'm just passionate about making sure that everyone has full access to their community, and the work that UCP has done over the years definitely embraces that and allows me to follow my passion.
Well, absolutely. And I think you touched on a great point. I mean, resources are important. And of course, being able to encompass that and give individuals the resources is very important. And of course, I wanted to touch a little bit too on the history of MI-UCP, if those that know. So, of course, it was founded in 1949, and MI-UCP is one of over 65 independent state and local nonprofit affiliates of the United Cerebral Palsy Association, or UCPA. And of course, the mission of MI-UCP, I think, is extremely important. And it's, quote, empowering all people with disabilities throughout Michigan. And I just think that that is such a powerful statement, Leslynn. So do you mind, I mean, in your own words, can you talk about why this mission is important?
Well, again, our goal and our focus is to empower people with disabilities in the state of Michigan to be able to live their best lives, whatever that may be. And one of our slogans is to help to close the disability divide, to close it, in the areas of housing, education, and full community access. And so, the belief at MI-UCP is that all Michiganders have a right to live their best life. And so our goal and our focus is to empower them. But, MI-UCP, kind of looking at our history, we are, MI-UCP is kind of a newly formed organization. In 2020, in 2020, UCP Detroit and UCP Michigan. UCP Detroit primarily served Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb counties, and UCP Michigan served the remainder of the state. And in July of 2020, we came together, we merged our operations to form MI-UCP. We strongly felt that together we could do more than we could actually do separately in helping to close that disability divide.
Absolutely. I mean, closing the disability divide, what a powerful statement. And then, of course, the merger, again, with Detroit and being able to encompass maybe a wider service area, I presume, as well. So have you noticed, I mean, has there been, a greater, bigger plethora of success and, of course, with resources within the merger?
Well, it's been quite interesting. All of this happened in the midst of the pandemic that continues to go on. And so being able to get out there and get in front of people and to share what we're doing has been a little bit of a challenge. So I appreciate having this platform to share and announce some of the things that we're doing. But we've been doing a lot of things virtual. We have an annual awards presentation that we're doing on October 15th. We've tried to do some media outreach and other things to get the word out. We have a brand new website, mi-ucp.org, which shares all of information on our programs. We've done some great videos and other things. But ultimately, one of the things that we really wanted to do is, we had some great programs in the metropolitan Detroit area and some great programs that UCP Michigan was implementing in the rest of the state. And so what we've been able to do is to come together so that everyone in the state can benefit from all of the programs that both agencies had to offer. And so it's an exciting opportunity, and we're definitely looking to expand and to do more in terms of reaching people.
Awesome. And of course, you touch on a lot of great points in terms of the different resources. And then, of course, the goals that you have, going forward. So we will touch on those in just a moment. But briefly, too, I wanted to go back again to your storied career because it is important. I mean, you're a seasoned professional with over 20 years of nonprofit management and extensive experience in grant management, program development, funding, and successfully leading a nonprofit during challenging economic times. So I just wanted to know from you, I mean, as a person, and as a professional, why is it important to give back to the community?
Well, as I mentioned, giving back has, and working with people with disabilities has been something natural. Giving back is something that I've promoted to my children in terms of volunteering and serving. And it was something that was instilled in me at a very young age. And there's the more you give, the more you get back. Encouraging giving is something, and supporting others is something that I've always done. You mentioned that I've been with UCP for 30 years and had a variety of different roles. The neat thing about my career is having the opportunity to touch on so many different areas. When I first started, my focus was mainly advocacy and working with parents and families to navigate through the challenging educational system and going to IEPs and doing those kinds of things. And then I moved on and started working on the employment side with the National Choice Access Demonstration Project that was focused on helping people with significant disabilities to become employed. And then from there, implementing that program on a statewide level. So I've had a lot of exciting opportunities throughout my career.
Absolutely. And you touched on some great points. And folks, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with Leslynn Angel.
Hi, I'm Christopher Guzak from the Disability Channel. Please become a TDC ambassador today. To join, please go to www.thedisabilitychannel.ca.
Would you like to donate to our employment programs? Please follow the link below to donate through PayPal. All proceeds go to our programs.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to today's show, Detroit. I am Zach Damon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to have Leslynn Angel, the president and CEO of MI-UCP, with us. And of course, right before the break, Leslynn, you talked about just some great points and why it was important to give back to the community, and of course, promote the many programs and services that MI-UCP has to offer. And of course, MI-UCP has many programs available, including but not limited to the Accessibility and Mobility Program, Assistive Technology, which is one of my favorites, Financial Services, which is extremely important, and then, of course, Employment Services, which we at the Disability Channel really push as well. And, of course, you talked about it, advocacy, and how important that is to be able to develop the skills to be able to speak up for yourself. So can you share a bit about these programs, or one of them, and why they're important?
Well, they're all very important. And again, the program, everything that we do in terms of programming is focused around helping people to have access. And so when we look at our work with assistive technology, we have a program that's called Bellows, that's through our national in support of our national organization, where we are able to actually provide assistive technology to people. We offer an assistive technology loan fund, which is a great partnership with Michigan State Federal Credit Union, where we're able to support people who may have had credit challenges and other barriers to accessing funding for things such as a van or home modifications. And so we're able to support people and help guarantee the loans, a loan that they may not have been able to get, based on whatever prior history, credit history a person may have had. We just implemented a new program that where we're doing direct loans and not involving the credit union, where we're able to do them up to a maximum amount of $2,000 at zero interest. And again, it's another way for us to help get assistive technology into the hands of people. We are also one of the work incentive planning assistance projects, often referred to as WIPA, funded through the Social Security Administration. And under that program, we partner with two other agencies here in the state of Michigan, the ARC Michigan, and then there's a new organization based in the west side of the state called Star and Associates. And our focus is to provide benefit counseling for individuals who receive both SSI and SSDI who are looking to work or return to work. We serve a small pocket. We serve Wayne, Macomb, and St. Clair counties for that project. And then you have the ARC that has a big chunk. And then the other organization serves the UP and the upper portion of the state. And so our focus is to get accurate information into the hands of people as they look to go to work or to increase employment opportunities. And, right now with the job market, and I really see opportunities for people with disabilities to take advantage of what's happening out there in the world of employment. We also have two RAMP programs, one called Ramps for Independence, and that program is focused on building ramps. And right now we're in the process of trying to get additional funding. To date, we've built over 66 ramps, and we partner with Habitat for Humanities in the Lansing area. Unfortunately, that's not a statewide program, and right now we're only able to support 7 counties. And of course, we're looking to expand and looking for additional funds so that we can make that a statewide program. We have another ramp program called Quick Ramps for Kids. And Quick Ramps for Kids is where we provide free portable ramps to families that have a child with any paralysis causing condition. And the neat thing is that we just got some additional funding for that program. It's not a building ramp program, and so not every home is adaptable for a quick ramp, but there are many homes that are. And to date, we've provided just under 300 ramps to families. And so, as I mentioned, we have some additional funds, and so we are accepting applications for that ramp process. And it's a very simple. All you have to do is identify the need, provide some measurements of your home, and verification that your child has a paralysis causing condition, and that's it. We don't look at income or any of those things.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I mean, the service you do with the quick ramps for kids, just amazing. I mean, wonderful, wonderful things. And yeah, folks that are watching, I mean, understand that these resources are available. There is hope. You can do it. And then, of course, Leslynn, I really loved how you touched on employment and the professional aspect of things, because from my experience, people with disabilities, look. We are working professionals. We are young professionals. We can be Fortune 500 owners of companies. And of course, with assistive technology, as you touched on, it's only going to become more prevalent. And folks, we too can be up there and doing great things in the professional world and working. So, I mean, Leslynn, MI-UCP, offering great resources and great hope for those looking to continue and contribute great things to our great state of Michigan. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Leslynn.
Hello world, it is Unstoppable Tracy with the Disability Channel inviting you to subscribe and watch live on Roku TV, on YouTube, on Restream, and also listen in Wisconsin Radio, Dave Stevens, all around the world. And on top of all of this, really proud to announce that we now also have a mobile app. So you can download for free, watch Roku TV for free, and the mobile app is free too from Google Drive. Be sure to download it and have it at your fingertips at all times. There's a job platform, and there's a live chat feature, and there's the TV feature with Roku TV, and there's also the social media channels. Take care, folks. Bye for now.
Hi, everybody. Jay Stoyan here from the Disability Channel. I just want to give everybody a big shout out, see how everybody's doing during these times, COVID-19. I think everybody's pulling together. Ontario government's doing a great job. Again, I'm Jay Stoyan. I'm down here at Witchwood Barns on Christie Street in Toronto at our head office. I just want to let the people know, our viewers, our supporters, our associates, I want to thank everybody for supporting us during these trying times. Hopefully we're all coming out of it. We do have a great live event scheduled for October 12th. You can check it out. It's called the Drone Ball Drop, showcasing our employment programs and opportunities in media. Again, that's October 12th. Go to our website, www.thedisabilitychannel.ca, as we are going to be dropping 200 random balls out in Niagara, and then we're going to be having a great concert in the evening featuring Freedom Train. Be there, register today. Again, you can go to www.thedisabilitychannel.ca. It's a great cause, a fundraiser, music. You can win grand prizes, courtesy Long and MacLeod, Cogeco, York TV, Niagara, wine tour, everything. So exciting. Again, I'm Jay Stoyan. I want to thank everybody for supporting the Disability Channel. We'll see you next time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Today Show Detroit. I am Zach Damon here with Leslynn Angel, the president and CEO of MI-UCP, or United Cerebral Palsy. So excited with everything that she's been touching on: assistive technology, employment, the quick ramps for kids. Sorry, that's a mouthful. And wonderful things that you guys are doing. So many great resources. But I wanted to know too, because you touched on it a little bit earlier in the episode, and I wanted to know a little bit more. But of course, the pandemic has changed our world in so many ways, and people with disabilities have also, had to adapt and press on. Can you share a bit about what MI-UCP has done to adapt during the pandemic?
Well, one of the things that we have made sure of is that the services that we provide are uninterrupted. And so we made it a point to make sure, a year and a half ago when all of this started, that our staff had remote access. We were able to really make a fairly easy shift in making sure that what we were doing went uninterrupted. But we've also recognized that, in an effort to close that disability divide, that assistive technology is a really critical piece of that. And so we were able to increase the things that we were doing with our Bellows Fund by providing laptops and other things to people. We implemented some new programming through, we used to do an assistive technology conference, a big conference where we would have speakers, and so we paused and said, hey, we can still do this through Zoom and other technology. We are now doing a monthly assistive technology talks where we have a variety of different speakers across the state. That's held on the second Thursday of every month. And in addition to that, we also started a lunchtime chat, and our lunchtime chat provides information and resources on a variety of different topics outside of technology that people with disabilities or families may be interested on actually on October 1st for the lunchtime chats, we have someone, a parent advocate, talking about advocating for your child through the educational system. And then on the 14th, we have Michael Bray from Wayne State Developmental Disabilities Institute doing our AT talks, and he's going to be talking about autonomous vehicles and what autonomous vehicles means for people with disabilities. So we've definitely tried to really make that shift and to make sure that we're still connecting with people in any way that we can possibly connect with them. I know our parent advocate, Kathy, she's done a lot of Zoom meetings with parents and school districts. And so, we've made sure that we've been able to pivot and keep that connection with families and individuals.
Well, absolutely, Leslyn. And just know you're not trying, you're doing. And all the great things that MI-UCP is doing to help everyone with those resources to continue to press forward and build during this pivotal time in our world is just amazing. And yeah, being the motor city, talking about, the autonomous vehicles, just amazing stuff. And of course, that is also only going to become more prevalent as well. So definitely on the cutting edge there for sure. And, I wanted to know too, as president and CEO, what are the future goals and plans for MI-UCP going forward?
Well, our goal, one of our goals is to empower, of course, our mission, all people with disabilities, and help to close that disability divide. We know that there are a lot of challenges and a lot of barriers for people with disabilities when we look at employment and being able to earn a living wage. When we look at, those who are receiving Social Security benefits and some of the inequalities there. So when we look at, legislation and fighting for equal access, right now looking at SSI and Social Security and fighting for some adjustments for that so that people with disabilities can have the freedom to get married and not have the fear of losing income. Looking at things like the ABLE Act, which allows people to save money, working to expand that so that it includes a higher age level. But one of the other big things that we're really focusing on is we're looking at potentially becoming a community development financial institution, because we know that in order to become empowered and to move forward and to grow, we have to support people with disabilities in building wealth. And so one of the things that we're doing, and we're just starting the process, it's a really exciting process, is looking at becoming a certified community development financial institution so that we can look at other ways to put dollars into the hands of people with disabilities to help empower them.
Well, absolutely. And I completely agree with you. I think that is very, very important. And of course, as of 2018, I mean, the disability population and consumers, they contributed over 1.9 billion to the American economy. And hey, billion with a B, that's nothing to, turn your face away at, folks. So absolutely, I completely agree with you. And of course, yeah, building, that equity and knowing those tools is extremely important. So amazing stuff. And thank you to you, Leslynn, for really understanding how important it is to have those types of things on the forefront of thought, not only in our community in Michigan, but on, the disability, spectrum as a whole. So a lot of great things. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll have more with Leslynn.
all about inclusion and really giving everyone a fair say.
Welcome to the Today Show. This is our flagship show. I am Unstoppable Tracy.
I am Zach Damon.
It is a pleasure to be here. I am excited. What is up?
We have a great show today.
Jay Stoyan here for the Disability Channel, the world's only inclusive channel for and by persons with disabilities.
Get ready to be inspired, everyone.
We have people watching from all over the world, but also all over Ontario.
We also take a concerted attention in the veterans community.
In moments of stress and trauma, we can get a hold of ourselves.
To help make a difference for people with disabilities, to show people how to love themselves or their disability.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me, giving this platform for myself and other people with disabilities.
Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this episode of the Disability Channel of Detroit. Please tune in next time. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Today Show Detroit. I am Zach Damon here with Leslynn Angel, the CEO and president of MI-UCP. And of course, guys, just before the break, she was touching on some great things about understanding that building wealth and having financial security within the disability community is important. Those skills can be provided. People should be able to understand, those skills. And of course, how important financial exchange is to an economy. And of course, hey, the disability dollar goes far in this country as well. So great things that you're doing, Leslynn, and we really just admire you a lot. But, I wanted to know, for all the little girls and young people out there that are watching, hoping to be their best, what advice do you have for them?
Follow your dreams. Follow your desires. Just know that we all face challenges and barriers, and you may come across stumbles along the way, but know that, you have a right to achieve and to dream and to follow. And I just say, follow your passion. And, it was really interesting. This morning I was watching a young lady who, I believe she was able to travel to space, and she worked for, I can't remember the name of the hospital, but she actually was a patient there as a child, and now she is working at the hospital and St. Jude's Foundation. And through St. Jude's, as a representative, she was able to travel to space. And, just to talk about if you dream to travel to space or whatever it may be, follow that dream and don't let any person or any barrier get in your way.
Absolutely. The old adage, right? If you can dream it, you can do it.
Absolutely.
And I definitely agree. I think that was Henry Ford. Don't quote me on that, folks, but we are the Motor City. Great saying. And absolutely, I couldn't agree more. And finally, Leslynn, for those viewers that are watching, how can viewers find out more about you, about MI-UCP, and keep up on what the organization is doing?
Well, we are on just about every social media platform there is. One of the main places, of course, is our website, and our website is mi-ucp.org, and there's always lots of great information on our website. You can follow us on Facebook at mi-UCP. On Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, and I believe on Instagram as well.
All right, hitting up the gram for sure. Yeah. Love it so much. Thank you so much, Leslynn. It was a pleasure. Leslynn Angel, everybody, the president and CEO of MI-UCP. Please check them out if you would like resources. Leslynn, thank you so much. I know that today's show, Detroit, we are behind you guys 1,000%. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's been fun.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break, folks, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Dave Stevens with the Disability Channel.
An inability to break out. I'm sitting by the door on the second floor, losing my 7-year war. It's not an illusion, so why the exclusion?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's about you. So.
You say you're a disability dynamo.
Joining me, and welcome to this beautiful Travelers Championship.
I only want one accolade from you.
So my story is unique, it's amazing, but it's not anything that you guys don't have inside of you. I'm not a hero, I'm not anybody special, I'm just this guy without legs that went out, and I just did it.
Stats outweigh the Democrats, the diplomats, and the bureaucrats.
This is probably your first interview down on the ground on your butt and stuff like
First
that?
time ever,
All
baby.
right.
Eliminate, invalidate, invalidate, invalidate.
Stay with us and the Disability Channel.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Today Show Detroit's. I am Zach Damon. Thank you so much for joining me today. And again, it was such a pleasure to have Leslynn Angel, the president and CEO of MI-UCP, joining us. Folks, for more information about the Disability Channel, our services, our employment programs, and our media services, please feel free to visit thedisabilitychannel.ca. And for more information about MI-UCP, visit miucp.org for more. Folks, I'm Zach Damon. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time on the Today Show Detroit.